Does anyone have any questions about parrots? Any questions about parrots? And I'm going to switch up first for a second. How many of you have seen the movie Rio? Who's seen the movie Rio? Alrighty, did you like the movie Rio? The movie Rio was roughly based on a true story of a Spix macaw that lived in Colorado. But if you've seen the movie Rio, you've met the bad guy, haven't you? Nigel the cockatoo. Well, that's OJ, my cockatoo. OJ, are you a ham? You having a good time there, OJ?
Glad to be out of the cage.
Woohoo! Okay, OJ is a citron crested cockatoo. I'm going to give Ricardo the microphone in just a minute so I can grab him. Alrighty, this is a citron crested cockatoo. This is the bird that I have here today that doesn't belong with the others. Does anybody know why this bird doesn't belong with the others? Remember the old Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Or rather Sesame Street? One of these things is just not the other. One of these things doesn't belong. Why is this cockatoo doesn't belong with the rest of the birds here? Do you know? Why do you think?
Because it doesn't copy what you say.
No, it has nothing to do with talking. Actually, all the other birds that I brought here today come from Central and South America, home of the majority of our Latin communities. This bird comes from the island of Samba in Indonesia. A lot of people think that cockatoos only come from Australia. That is incorrect. But these guys, you know, VME Media supports the Latin community throughout the United States. We love supporting that community. It's part of the reason we focused on some of the birds that come from Latin nations here. But this cockatoo comes from the island of Samba, where these guys have been taken out of the wild to the point where there's only about 1,000 of these birds left. It's pretty sad. We highly recommend that we leave parrots in the wild where they belong. They don't make great pets. We've talked about some of the reasons. They can be loud, they can be noisy, they can be destructive. OJ has been bounced around in 4 different homes over the course of his life. He's only 16 years old. And right now I'm the only person in the world that he trusts. The last owners that had him put him in a cockatiel-sized cage, didn't they? They gave him no toys, he got bored and he started picking his feathers. Well, we love him anyways. Are you a good boy? OJ! Well, he loves to show off, he loves to go to our school and our library programs. Right? He's the one bird I have here that I can't allow you to handle because he only trusts me. But it's important for him to come out and go to different places as well. He's a very important education ambassador for us. This is OJ, our citron crested cockatoo. I'll bring him around so you guys can take a closer look at him.
Pues es una cacatúa que está en problemas de extinción. Y nuevamente las personas que acaban de llegar, estamos en un show. Él es Scott. Tenemos unas cacatúas también de este lado, unas guacamayas. Y este show ha sido traído a ustedes por el canal de televisión PM, que tiene mucha programación muy buena, muy educativa. Después de este show viene uno, así es que no se vayan, que viene Corey, que nos viene a presentar unos reptiles también.
And this is Polynesia. Polynesia is Calypso's sister. I'm just going to bring her out so she can stretch her wings a little bit. Does anybody have any other questions regarding our parrots? Mimi Kiss? Very good. Not so bad. Saved the peanut a little bit. Very good. Anyone have any questions? She's 3 years old. All of the big macaws that I brought out here today are 3 years old. The little sun tiger is 2 years old. Our birds are featured out at the Keelan Cove Water Park and Resort in Bernie, Illinois on weekends over there. We also travel throughout the Chicagoland area to schools and libraries teaching conservation education with a program called Conservation Station. Alrighty, anybody else like to meet a bird? You can come on up here, we'll introduce you to Polynesia.
Can you stop recording?